Straw Hut Media.
Welcome to the Soul Care Intensive, your oasis in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Join James Van Praagh in this unique spiritual retreat, where we take a step back from the chaos to ground ourselves, explore our spirituality, and connect with like-minded souls. From forgiveness and compassion to mediumship and intuition, we delve deep into the facets of spiritual growth and self-discovery, providing you the tools to connect with your core being.
Well, welcome. It's almost it's beginning of this week. I don't know. Do you guys feel like it's like one thing passing so quickly? The next day is like, so what day is it? I'm like, I don't know what day it is. I'm watching some stuff on television. I'm getting to the point now I just watch kind of YouTube because I can't invest in TV shows. I don't have the time for it. So it's like holding on. And happy birthday, Kathy. I have prolonged COVID flu, I think I have. So I'm still dealing with breathing issues, which is very interesting. So ups and downs and all arounds. Anyway, a couple of things I want to run by you. I went to have my eyes checked today. How often we say that? So 2 years ago. So I got my eyes checked. And I had a lovely conversation with the optometrist. And he said, well, are you writing any new books? And I said, I am writing a new book. And it's called My Life Has Gone to the Dogs. And I told about the old world and how things were manners and integrity and sitting around the table, having a family dinner and all the old world stuff. And then the new world, and he said, well, the new world is because, very interesting. He said, kids are losing that sense of connection and the empathy, and they become the opposite, which is apathetic. And I'm like, that sounds right. He said, because a generation of parents aren't aware of how parenting works, and they're still into their own stuff, that they give the kid something, the bike or a game or the device to play with. So there's very little parenting. And this is a man who has 3 kids. Like, wow, that's an interesting perspective. I don't have children. So that's really interesting. And it makes a lot of sense with what I'm writing about, because it's really interesting. He goes, well, we're handing them an apathetic world. I'm like, oh. So we got to keep that love alive, everybody. We got to realize that love is the only energy there is. And no matter how people around us behave, we still got to remain in that sense of love. Yeah. Hi, Robert Monroe. And I was this weekend watching some stuff on YouTube, and I came across something very lovely, which I'm going to talk to you about. But then I'm also going to share something at the end of this show, of this YouTube myself. And it is, I was looking at this near-death experiences, and there was a man, and I would say he's probably 83, 84, which is close to me now. And he was talking about a near-death experience he had. And we've all heard these experiences. Many of us have heard a lot of people's recounts of that. And every experience, of course, is very different. But his was very similar to many others, of course, which is he was in a lake, and it was 1955. He hasn't told the story since, because he said it wasn't really out there to do that. But now there is. He said it was a lake with his friends in 1955, and he got caught in the water and he drowned. He's going down to the bottom of the water of the lake, and he knew that he had to get out, and he was getting really freaked out, and he went down to the bottom of the lake, and he said, I felt the sand on me, and all of a sudden I heard, Andy, relax. Andy, you need to relax. And I was like, and that was his name was Andy. And he heard this voice say, you need to relax. And he goes, I can't relax. I'm drowning. He goes, you need to relax. He goes, I can't relax. And he goes, you need to relax. You'll be fine. Just relax. Are you promising me I'll be fine? And the voice said, yes, just relax. So he relaxed. And the next thing he mentions is how he went to this, he was above his body looking down. He had no connection with the body whatsoever. And he saw this brilliant light and felt this pulling toward a tunnel, which a lot of people have recounted that. And he said that tunnel was all knowing, and it was me, but it was everything. And I felt connected. I wanted to go, that was my home. And I felt this magnetic pull, and I was in that space, and I loved it. It had nothing to do with this human world. And then he went on. It was very interesting. And he talked about things which I've never heard put this way, but I thought I'd share with you guys, because it's an interesting way of perspective of how to look at things. He said, that's who we are. We get into that light, and the light is all knowing, and we all know. We know everything, but we forget in the earth world, we forget that we know everything, because we have to come back here and experience things. And if we know everything, then it has no value, the experiences we have. And we go through, which makes sense to me, the value of forgetfulness, and which I mentioned that as well. And you start with a clean slate. And he goes, you come back to this physical world. He goes, this is just one planet. There's so many planets and galaxies, but the human planet, the Earth planet, is where you can experience these things of the material nature. Not necessarily possible in other worlds or other planets, he said. But he goes, they're all different planets and galaxies. But this world here, it's the Earth world. He said, we all wear costumes. We all wear costumes, and we go home, the costume comes off, and we realize that we're all connected. We're all one energy. And that, that was just the time on the earth was we're experiencing things in a separative, individualistic way as a human. But that's not who we are. It's just another expression of our soul's learning. And there are many, many aspects and facets. I thought it was just fascinating. And he said, and you get into that knowingness space, that knowing that you are there, because there are ways of doing it. When you meditate, when you open up your mind and expand it, you can indeed be part of that awareness, remembering who you are, which I thought was perfect. And I was like, wow, this is exactly what I'm teaching. And so it's really true. Yes. Thank you, Linda. You love my relax is a good message. It's very important. JP. Yeah, so I wanted to let you all know that I was thinking about that. Do we always come back, Jennifer? We do always come back, but not necessarily here. We come back to different places and spaces and galaxies. There are worlds beyond worlds beyond worlds, worlds within worlds within worlds. And it's like almost droplets, if you will, or a kaleidoscope. There's so many possibilities, but this is not our real world. And he said, this is illusion, which is true. And this is that space that that number one sense of separativeness. And the truth is, we're not separate, we all belong, but we take on this human garb, this human vibration, and it is a separativeness. And it's really to push our soul to see what we can remember, how we treat others, how we use love, or how we use fear. You can only do that in the human world. So it's really interesting. And so I was funny because I was thinking about this, and then I was thinking about what's going on in my school right now, and I wanted to bring that to you because I don't know if a lot of you have seen it, but I've created 12 Days of Christmas. It's a sale, 40% off of all my courses, and each day is a different one. So a way to help yourself and others. Today is healing signs from heaven. There are so many, and that's it right there. I thought, wow, these courses, this school is really focused, and my intention was correct. I didn't know at the time, of course, but it really is focused on opening up that aspect of your mind, those aspects of your mind that remember that knowingness. And that's all it is. So, and each course is a different frequency. So tools for self-discovery, one more day. And I thought, wow, it'd be a great idea to do 12 days of Christmas, 12 days of spirit, right? Instead of Christmas, 12 days of spirit. And also I thought early on, at the end of November, being December, this would be a great way to gift people. You can gift people a course or two courses. And you might think of someone that would really be helped by it. And that's what I was thinking about with when I came up with this idea to do that. So yeah, 12 Days of Spirit theme. So that's in the school. Renee put on the 12 Days of Spirit sale, 40% off. Yeah. So check it out, everybody, because it's a great one. And it's a great gift to give people to help open them up to another way of doing something. So let's say you get on the Psychic Portals course, and you can just say, you know what? I just, in the sense of knowing this, I want to share with you this. You never know how it's going to share people's journey, open people up and get them on the spiritual journey. You never know what it takes. So that's why I'm also in love with this school that I've created, because people have told me, wow, this really changed my life. I've given to other people, their lives have changed. We got to spread that awareness of that other world, of who we are, that we have that knowingness within our being. We're just going to open those portals up to experience. And I have a very special gift for you at the end of this broadcast. I'm going to play you another video I found that is pretty cool. And it talks about communicating with the universe, which is, again, an overall of what I'm teaching with my courses. That's a really good one, too. So 12 Days of Spirit, please check it out. I think you'll love it. Lori Smith. Hi, Lori. So we can see how to send a gift certificate. Yes, you can do it that way. It's not a gift certificate, but you can send them. You can buy the course and then have them on it, and figure out how we can get that going. But change the email, that'd be fine. So we can do that. Yes, at some point, can you explore teaching us? Yes, Laura, of course. Laura Essing, I'm so excited about the giveaway you are doing. I tagged and shared. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate you tagging. And those, everybody, if you could, I know that I watch these YouTubes, and everyone says, if you like this channel, please like it and send it or tag it and grow our community. And I always forget to say that. And every video I see, they always say that. So I'm like, please like and share this live streaming video to help grow the community. Is that what I got to do? Okay. So if you guys do that too, I'd appreciate it, because we want to grow the community. We want to get this word out to everybody, right? So there we go. Okay. So if you want to ask some questions, feel free to, like general questions that'll help everybody. I'll be more than Happy. Susan Mason, hello from Ireland. I was just speaking to someone named Sarah from Ireland about 10 minutes ago, and I told her how much I love Ireland and how much I had a great time this past year in Ireland. Even though I was as sick as a dog, I've never been that sick. I did a workshop, and Spirit took me over, and I was just great. And the demonstration was great, but it was so Spirit-led because I was out of it. I was sick, but they really worked overtime. And those experience that demonstration in Dublin was a pretty amazing night. About 200 people. It was just an amazing evening. So thank you. Love the Irish. Grazilla, will there be a replay? It's always on YouTube. Yeah, Grazilla, it's always here. So just make sure you tag it and like it and do all you got to do to it. And we got to get you going on there. Okay. Claudia's watching from Mexico City. Yay! Very good. I just speaking to my friend Rosa about going to Mexico. There's an incredible healer somewhere down there. So looking into that. What the heck? I love it. He works with vibrational medicine. It's a vibrational frequency because everything is energy. Oh, hi, Martina. Of course, you and your sister were there. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. Martina, wasn't it just a great demonstration? I know we talked at the end of it. Martina, I've known each other for a while, but it was really special. So far, my favorite of the year. It really was. Everybody's so giving, and it was just so wonderful and emotional, and it was really nice. Hi, Bonnie from Topeka. I haven't seen you for a while. How did last year's predictions fare and come true? You know, Sherry, I think several of them did come true. I think 7 out of 10, but I had to find out. I can't speak. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, Sharon. I can't give those specific numbers, but I think most of it came. Kelly will remind us tonight because, you know, I don't remember these things. She said, you said this and that came true. I'm like, I don't remember saying it. So we'll have to ask Kelly tonight about last year. We'll do that. How many came true? Okay. Hi, Sandra. Yes, you were at the event also. Loved your event in Dublin. It was my highlight. It really, really was. Thank you for all the amazing work you do. Thank you, Sandra. Yes. Hi, Blanca from Texas. I see you. And Sheila. Oh. Yes, definitely, Laura. You got to catch tonight. Will 2024 be more peaceful, Laura says. Not necessarily. That's why you should watch this evening. Not necessarily. The world will be a very different world than we used to it. Yeah. Hi, Susan. You said souls are learning, but I think some people's souls have gone through a lot more than others. I wonder why. Probably because they're at a different level of awareness. They're at a different. They've taken on harder, what we perceive as harder lessons, because they're more advanced in a way, more experienced than many others. So the ones who are a little more experienced, it's almost like the postgraduate souls, have a little bit harder lessons because they can tend to be able to handle it. Now, when things happen, you wonder, God, this is, you know, I love that saying, that phrase, God only gives us as much as we can handle. It's really true. You know, it's so funny watching that video and the awareness we have that God is not non-existent. There's no religious figure God. It just is that perfect universal energy, that pure love, which goes beyond humans. So I think humans like to, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, that knowingness, that sense of everything, that we have that sense of knowingness into that light, that we know it, but here we don't. I think people are trying to find it. So many times they have religion to help them find it, when really they can go into themselves and find God. I remember when I was a little boy in a Catholic church with my mother, and I was sitting there every Sunday, and I was looking at the ceremony. I love the ceremony. The music was great, and the costumes, the outfits were fine. Like the whole ceremonial ritual part of it, I loved. It spoke to me probably from past lives and lives in priesthoods and nunneries and so forth, and monk world. And I just think that when I was a little boy, I used to, this doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what they mean by God. I just felt love. And then I have a picture of, I guess it was Jesus on the cross, right, in front of the altar. And Jesus would be like hanging on this execution cross. And I thought to myself as a little kid, they're showing him killing him. That's scary. And later I thought, why don't they have like a gas chamber or share? It didn't make sense to me, especially just 7 or 8 years. It scared the heck out of me. And then they talk about drinking the blood and eating the body. And I'm like, oh, is this cannibalism? So very interesting to a young kid, right? I wrote about it in Talking to Heaven. Very interesting. So anyway, I wanted to share that. So any questions? There we go. Lena, okay, I've been getting downloads from my son through a reader. Okay, how do I figure out what he's trying to tell me? Okay, Lena, so you don't need a reader. You can do it yourself. Again, the Psychic Portals course is very good to start opening you up and conditioning your mind to receive. The problem is, Lena, and it's for everyone here, is that the human part of us, that rational mind, the left brain, the analytical gets in the way. So we got to kind of shut that off and listen to the right side brain. So again, sitting in the quiet, sitting in the silence would really be helpful. Don't think about it. Be in your heart space. Your sun comes in the heart space, which is love. So make sure it's all about that loving energy. And I would sit with a pad, and I would just, set a certain time, set an invitation, like say 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and make sure you have no one around you that can disturb you. Sit in a quiet space, and then ask them a question and let them come to you. And just, even if you think of what you're making it up, just start with a pen or pencil on the pad, just start scribbling, and soon you'll get them. The reason we do the scribbling is to change your focus. It's to really throw you off. So start with that and let me know what happens. Okay, Lena. Hi, Dawn. Yep. Would volunteering at a hospice be the way to start EOL doula work? Dawn, yes. I think it's great, Dawn. I think it's two different works. So the end-of-life doula and the immediate is a little bit different. But one thing is important, Dawn. You have such a high level of compassion. And for end-of-life doulas, to me, it's also sharing that space, opening up that space of love, and preparing them for that loving vibration, that loving energy, which they've done thousands and thousands and thousands. They've left the body thousands of times, but it's helping with that space. It's helping with that space to open them up and take off into the other world. So, Dawn, anything you do will be great because you have so much compassion. Okay. Richard, hello. My friend Bob passed many years ago. He beeps the smoke alarms. Yep, a great way they come through. Electrical things all the time. Music, smoke alarms. We used to have answering machines on phones, and Spirit used to leave messages. So all the different electrical techniques, devices that we currently have, the currents of energy. I don't know how they are able to manifest, what they have to do to manipulate that, but they certainly can. Very good. Hello there. How do we know if our dogs are still with us? Oh, because our dogs never die. Do they just go on to the next family? No, no. Just let us dog. No, no. They continue to live on. Love is the answer. So love connects us with them, and it doesn't matter the physical. There's still that love is still with us. So you'll feel them around you all the time, and they're just a thought away. As time goes on, just think of they come right in. So, and I know because I have one right here. She's over there in the corner. Love never dies. So whether it's an animal or it's a human, love never dies. It's very real. So it's very human to think that they're not with us because there's separation, but just the opposite. They're more with us in the spirit than they are here in the physical. And it sounds hard, but it's true. Okay. Love is the answer, Robert Monroe says. It's right, Robert. Joe, Merry Christmas north of Seattle. You've made 2023 a more spiritual one. Thank you very much, Joe. Heartfelt thanks. Thank you very much. Why do some souls not come through after they pass? Do they have the choice not to do so? My beloved dad died in 1970, and how I'd love to hear him. Joe, gosh, I wish I'd be with me on the evening of spirit messages. That would be great. It's not. I don't necessarily. I don't know. It's hard to say once we pass over. They come through to them. Many times I think it's just that our minds are so crowded with other things that we don't have opening for them to come in. Think of all the distractions in our mind every single day. And when we sit quietly, whether it's in the shower or the bath or driving a car or reading a book, that's when you're going to hear from him because he'll have more room to come in. We're not amped up to get that and blocking that. We think of someone like that, it blocks them. We think, oh, come in. We're actually putting a wall up. So just being in a soft mind, Joe, that'll really help. I think you're going to hear from him very much Christmas, but don't think about it. Just maybe even set a place for. We talked about this last week on our show. Set a place for your dad at the table, or write a card out to him. But don't overthink it. Let it just feel. Pause that brain and just feel him. Okay. Thanks, Joe. Hi, Laura. Can a soul be in heaven and also reincarnate to Earth simultaneously? So, Laura, as you were sitting here watching this, 30% of the soul's in the physical, 70 is out here in the etheric, and all these levels. So that part of you, the real part of you over here, this is just a small part of you, can experience lifetimes, planets, other beings, other things. At the same time that this string of your soul is experiencing the physical world, you can experience other worlds, other times, other spaces at the exact same time you're experiencing this right now, simultaneously. Now, for the human vibration, it's really hard to realize that because we're in such a limited world down here. This vibration, it's not our frequency. We're in that knowingness of everything. So remember that, yes, you certainly can. And this is just a small part of who we are. I hope that helps. Love is the answer, Robert Monroe. You betcha, Robert Monroe. Laura Guns Crum says, like James, I've had the privilege of seeing you many times, as well as reading your books and using your cards. You're amazing. My mom is around you. Thanks, Laura. Mom, they're around us, and it's just a thought away. Really, it's like we walk into that thought. They hear everything. They get really remnant. They connect with us. They resonate with us. Now, this is a great place. Where is God in this world, Diana? In you, in people, in plants, in animals, all around you. It's in the hearts of women and men. It's in the hearts of people. That's God. You are God. We're all God. So God is pure love. But when we dirty that with fear, which is of the human world, not of the spiritual world, that's a human, physical, human belief system, which is really false ego appearing real. It's an illusion. So live in love. That's all we have. And we try to control everything. We can't control everything. We just be in a loving space. So I found many years ago, sorry, when I was looking at that YouTube video, I also found this other one, which I was going to play the other one for you today, but I have this other thing, which I thought everybody here will really benefit from this YouTube video. It's really what my message is about. And it's about you're connecting to the universe and hearing from the universe. I'm not the only one that can hear and sense. We all can. We just got to open up our minds to be aware of it. So I'm going to play for you now, with Renee's help, a video, which I'd like for you to stay, if you want to stick around for this, about 7 minutes long. And I think you'll really get a lot of benefit out of it. Okay, Renee, we can go ahead.
The universe is a reflection of consciousness. Everything in your life, your reality, and your experiences is like an audition for your attention, just as celestial bodies orbit around the sun. Your thoughts, feelings, perceptions, and sensations depend entirely on the energy you invest. That which you ignore ceases to exist in your experiential realm. The challenge arises from the unconsciousness with which we often navigate this process. Anything that transpires in your life need not become your experience if you choose not to lend it your attention. This may sound counterintuitive, but it's a fact worth considering. When you refuse to invest your attention, events and circumstances lose their impact on your vibrational frequency. In the realm of the law of attraction, thoughts are often touted as creators of reality. However, thoughts, in and of themselves, are empty vessels. They simply vie for your attention. You hold the power to energize them by saying yes, or dismiss them with a no, thank you. Thoughts direct the flow of your energy, determining the universe's response. Thus, the key to speaking with the universe lies in directing your energy toward thoughts that resonate with positivity and ignoring those that emanate negativity. Number 1, on our journey to speak to the universe is paying attention to your attention. From the moment you enter this world, the universe inquires, "What do you want?" To effectively communicate your desires to the universe, understand the language of energy it speaks. The universe doesn't discern languages. It reads your vibrational reactions. Any reaction you offer to the universe is seen as a, "Yes, please give me more of that." Understanding this dynamic is akin to mastering the art of selective engagement. Much like a skilled conductor directing an orchestra, we must choose which thoughts and emotions to amplify through our attention. When we elect to focus our attention on a particular aspect of our reality, we are, in essence, casting a vote for its amplification. Conversely, by withholding our attention, from specific thoughts or circumstances, we convey a message to the universe that we are disinterested or opposed to their presence in our experience. This profound realization underscores our immense power in the co-creation of our reality. Our attention serves as the conduit through which we communicate our preferences to the universe, dictating the composition of our life symphony. Moving on to the second aspect, think and speak in the present tense. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, recognizes only the now as reality, as everything unfolds in the present moment. Past and future thoughts may arise, but they are like echoes, while the present is where the universe listens intently. When we contemplate the universe as a manifestation of consciousness, we realize that the very act of thinking is a form of communication with this expansive entity. However, the universe comprehends our thoughts and feelings differently than we might initially perceive. Consider this. If you repeatedly say, "I will be successful," the universe hears, "I don't want success right now." Instead, feel as if you already possess what you seek. Every conceivable reality already exists, including what you desire. Feel as if you've already achieved it, and the universe will begin to shape your reality accordingly. The profound implication is that we need to feel as though we already possess what we aim to attract. Every potential reality exists in the vast tapestry of existence, including the one we seek. By immersing ourselves in the present moment, feeling as if we've already achieved our desires, we begin to synchronize our vibrational frequency with the universe's creative forces. Thus, communication with the universe involves not just the articulation of desires, but the embodiment of those desires in the now. Continuing our quest to understand how to speak to the universe, we reach the crucial step of expanding your consciousness. To do so is akin to acquiring expertise in a complex game where the rules are not always evident. Life, unlike a linear story, is a dynamic and interactive game, and your level of mastery is determined by your awareness of its multifaceted dimensions. Consider this analogy. When you engage in a poker game with seasoned players, those who are novices can easily fall prey to their strategic maneuvers. In a similar vein, as you expand your consciousness and become aware of the myriad variables in the universe, you enhance your ability to navigate the complexities of life. It's akin to learning the unspoken rules of the game, enabling you to make well-informed decisions and ultimately to gain greater control over your own reality. The process of expanding your consciousness entails broadening your awareness of your inner self, your thought patterns, and the universe that surrounds you. In this game of existence, the more variables you uncover and understand, the better equipped you become to play it skillfully. By embracing this expanded awareness, you transition from being a passive player to an active participant, making informed choices that align with your desired reality. Our fourth step is listening to your guidance system, which serves as your compass in the vast universe of energy. The universe doesn't understand human languages. It converses in the language of energy. Thoughts and words often prove unreliable, as they rarely align with your true inner state. Your feelings, your gut, your intuitive responses, they serve as your guidance system. When something feels good, it resonates with your true path. Conversely, when it feels bad, it indicates a divergence from your authentic self. The guidance system hinges on resonance. Follow what resonates with you, ignore what doesn't, and do not grant significance to what induces negativity. The egoic mind may attempt to convince you that following it will lead to pleasure. However, it's vital to discern the difference between ego-driven desires and true resonance. If it feels good, trust it. If it feels bad, release it. By consistently following the breadcrumb trail of what feels good, you align yourself with your true path, eliminating the need for overthinking. Now let's delve into our fifth and final step, harnessing the power of repetition. To fathom the universe's workings, peer into the realm of your subconscious mind, which mirrors the universe's modus operandi. The law of attraction primarily draws from your subconscious. It disregards the fleeting thoughts of your conscious mind, which continually flit between various subjects. Your subconscious mind, unlike the conscious one, lacks the capacity to reject information. It remains impartially validating all viewpoints. The subconscious cannot differentiate between reality and imagination, often evoking emotions as if past events were unfolding in the present. It's essential, then, to remain grounded in the present and avoid dwelling on past wounds, for lingering there can attract similar experiences and perpetuate old mistakes. Moreover, the subconscious lacks intentionality. It's merely a repository of stored data. It absorbs what garners the most attention, including the sum of your social conditioning and personal experiences. Your subconscious does not filter unhealthy thoughts. That responsibility falls upon your shoulders. Utilizing the power of repetition, you can actively reprogram your subconscious beliefs. Suppose you aspire to transform from insecurity to confidence. Repeatedly affirming, "I am the most confident person in the world," can be your mantra. The key lies in not merely parroting empty words, but in genuinely feeling the confidence you seek. Here, it's essential to recognize that your present state is irrelevant. Your focus should be on what you aspire to become. By persistently reinforcing positive affirmations, they begin to coalesce energetically. Subsequently, your subconscious grasps this shift and starts manifesting it in your field of experience. As you truly feel more confident, your actions, behavior, and words will naturally reflect this newfound confidence. In conclusion, remember this fundamental truth. You are the universe, and speaking to the universe equates to speaking to your higher self. You hold the reins of your existence. You are in control. Investigate your internal state, cleanse yourself, and purify your being. The universe reflects your inner state. By taking charge and aligning your consciousness with positivity, you communicate effectively with the universe. Your reality is your canvas, and you are the artist.
How to Speak to the Universe. That was on YouTube. Found that this morning. I mean, come on, right? Again, affirming things we know. For me personally, things I've known for many years, written about, read about. There's so many books. When I first got involved for mediumship, I was involved with moving to LA, and I wanted to think positively. So the first book I got, which is still a classic, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, is exactly what the video is about, As a Man Thinketh. And it just touches on a couple of things. There's so much to unpack with that video, but you got it. Living in the present moment. The past is gone. The future yet to be. Live in this moment. We create with this moment. I love the other example of, I use this analogy that there's no show if there's no audience. This is what you pay attention to, what you give importance to. It's really important. So again, that comes in alignment to the 12 days of spirit that I have going on, because getting into that consciousness, an intuitive state, and all these courses are really designed to do that frequency that you want. So hopefully you'll take advantage of that course, 40% of the sale. And another thing I wanted to mention was, you are what you think. That's another one. You are what you think. So thank you very much, everybody. And again, if you could please share the page or the channel, whatever. Thank you. And blessings to all of you. And have a good one. We'll see you later. Okay, everyone. Lots of love. It is what it is, and that's all it is. Okay, bye-bye now.
Thank you for being part of this enlightening journey on the Soul Care Intensive. We hope our discussions, exercises, and meditations have guided you deeper into your spiritual growth and self-discovery. Whether it's connecting with the spirit world, releasing past hurts, or finding joy, every episode is a step towards a fulfilled and meaningful life. Missed an episode? Don't worry. You can always catch up on your favorite podcast app or watch the live Q&A sessions on Facebook and YouTube with James Van Praagh. Don't forget to join our online community for continued learning and support. Remember to subscribe and keep investing in your soul's wellness. Until next time, continue to embrace diversity, nurture your intuition, and always prioritize your soul care.